What's a rogue? Rogue, simply defined, is a rebel, somebody that's rebellious, somebody that goes against the grain, not scared to do what others, you know, won't do. That's become a new mantra for me. Is accepting the fact that I am a bit of a rogue. Someone who's not as scared to shake things up, not afraid to go against the grain a little bit. Has its pluses, has its minuses, but and what I've learned about doing a lot of introspective looks into myself over the past few months and year, with everything that's happened to me, that I feel more comfortable in this space of being and accepting the role of being a rogue or an anti-hero, or something like that. Whatever you choose to tie that to. There's multiple paths to success, and in essence, that's what this video is about. Is saying that don't be scared to take the rogue path to success. I was looking on Instagram yesterday, and I follow Diddy, Sean Combs, quite frequently. He's always been someone I kind of have admired from afar, due to his success and his willingness to be a rogue or a bad boy, what have you. And he posted a picture or a meme, had two cliffs. One cliff on one side was named What You Are. Other side was named What You Want to Be, or Who You Want to Be. And there was a canyon in between. Name of the canyon was basically saying that, making the leap of faith. The name of canyon was the leap of faith. Let's go with that. There was a caption under there that said, make the leap. And that's something that I've struggled with, and I'm pretty sure you and everyone else who've wanted to figure out what it is that makes them successful, or at some point have run across something along those lines. Today is that day for me. I'm taking a leap of faith, and I'm doing something that people have told me for years that I should probably have done. Some people have told me I should go into acting. Some people have even tried to help me go into voice acting and things of that nature. People largely believe that I have a tendency to be charismatic, or I have a great voice and things of that nature. Me personally, I'm just me. I struggle with getting up sometimes, just like everybody else does. I don't think that I'm just super extraordinary on most occasions, but then there are those fair times where I'm like, you that dude, But in taking this leap of faith of posting this video, it is my hope that I can be a martyr for those, that are still struggling to do the exact same thing. Take that leap of faith to do what it is that you feel like you were born to do, to be successful and live your best life, because you only come this way once, and you owe it to yourself to live your life on your terms. We shouldn't have to be caught up in the rat race, simply because of the fact that it's what we're taught that we should do in school. They taught us to do that in school because they wanted us to be safe. The Mavericks are the ones that, that end up, I believe, having a much higher quality of life because they did life on their terms. They did it my way. I've always loved Sinatra. Sinatra's been, somebody that I've admired, since I was a little boy. That's one of my favorite songs, is I Did It My Way. I want to feel that way. And in order to feel that way, you have to sometimes do things that are uncomfortable, because you have to step outside of your comfort zone and just go for it. So with that being said, I'm starting this YouTube channel. I'm going to call it The Rogue. I'm calling it The Rogue because I'm trying to give people a different way of looking at success. There are multiple paths out there. I've said this since I was a teenager, that there's 1,000,001 hustles. All you got to do is choose one. So I'm trying to lock down this one. I don't know where it's going to take me. I don't know where it's going to take us, because I believe this to be a guild of rogues. So I'm going to look to you all to come in and help me when I'm not feeling at my best, to keep pushing me, because I'm doing this for us. With this channel, what I'll be looking to do is I'll be looking to primarily focus on positive affirmations and alternative routes to success, other than going to your typical 4-year universities and your 2-year tech schools and your vocational schools and things of that nature. I believe that there are certain skills that you can get, and acquire, that can give you sustainable income, that allow you to build a proper foundation, and allow you to be able to pay your bills until you can start building the stepping stones and the building blocks on the path to what people would consider a more successful path of fortune or life or things of that nature. This thing here was just a guerrilla shoot. I'm shooting here on the top of a parking garage in Uptown, and to be quite honest with you, I was supposed to be to work it this time. I think I just quit my job, to be quite frank with you. I've been struggling with this for the past week or two, well, a lot longer than that, but it's just been something that's been really, really, staying with me for quite some time over the past couple of weeks, is that, I spent so much time and energy invested in someone else's success and spending so little time on investing in my own. And I believe that if I put the amount of time that I put into someone else's success that I would put into my own, I could be much further along and much happier with the quality of life that I live, even if it's not, in one of these high rises that you see around here, or in this apartment building that you see, behind me. I may not make it there. It may be just some little townhome that I pay $1,500 a month in Houston, Texas for. That's cool. But if you're doing this and you're getting up and you're working for yourself and you go to work and you know that you're doing the best that you can do and doing what you want to do, I believe that you feel much more at ease. You feel much more accomplished at the end of the day because you did it your way. And that's all that I'm trying to do. And I'm hoping that those of you who are going to be taking this journey with me, you'll be looking to do the same things. So in the future, I'll be posting videos on how to get started in investing, because these are all things that I'm doing. So what you're getting from me is a live look at how to try and build my pathway for success, and maybe by proxy, you can start your own stepping stones, because this thing here is as organic as I'm trying to make this channel. There's no blueprint for this. I don't have very much of a script. I just had 2 or 3 talking points that I want to speak on. I probably won't be editing it, and I'm just gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna be raw. It's gonna be how this whole docuseries is gonna be. It's gonna be raw, uncut, unfiltered. It's gonna be raw. Take the journey.